Hey everybody, hello. Hey y'all, happy Friday. Happy Friday. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Happy Friday, everybody, man. I hope y'all are having a really great day. Listen, I'm super excited to be able to share a couple of things with you, but this is what I need you to do. Number one, before we get into this, what I need you to do, Janice, what I need you to do, DXP or DPX experience. I messed that all up. But what I need you to do really quick is make sure you like this video and then share it with any person that you know that has been missing out on investment opportunities and they cannot figure out why. I don't care if that's with cryptocurrency. I don't care if that's with the stock market. I don't care if that's with real estate. If you know someone that has said, man, every time I turn around, I miss the opportunity to get into this investment, you need to share this video with them, okay? And YouTube, I need y'all to make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to my channel because every time I go live, there's going to be some value dropped to you. I don't go live just to go live, right, D? Okay? So welcome everybody. We're going to get straight into this because I actually have to go and pick up the ladybug because we got some stuff to do. Okay. But this is what I'm going to share with y'all. I've had this conversation with a lot of people. Okay. As it pertains to investing and always like, man, I always seem to catch it at the end, or I always seem to just miss the opportunity altogether. I'm going to give you 5 tips, y'all, to become an early adopter in the investment world. Now, there are some people that may say, "Oh, well, Leon, what about this? What about that?" Listen, I'm talking from personal experience for me because I was one of those people, right? D, shout out to you. Thank you. I was one of those people that when I did start getting into investing, finally, late in the game, of course, but when I did finally get into it, I was catching the tail end of stuff. I'm gonna give you an example. So cryptocurrency had this big old beautiful bull run. I'm talking about price just skyrocketing. Now, granted, I did catch some of that move. However, if I would have been in certain circles, if my mind would have been a little bit more open and receptive to things and whatnot, I would have known about this way earlier as far as the investing side goes, and I would have made way more money. So what I'm going to share with y'all, these 5 tips, is what I personally did and continue to do today. And this is why now, thank God, I'm being introduced to investments that other people don't even know about. And it's not just within the cryptocurrency market. Okay. So we're talking about innovative things within the tech world, outside of crypto completely, real estate deals, all kind of stuff. So I'm sharing y'all this from personal experience, what I personally have been doing to get to the point where now I'm in those conversations on private meetings, with people who made millions upon millions of dollars saying, hey, listen, we got this investment coming up. You in? All right. So I need you to pay attention, okay? So take notes, y'all. This is not just about crypto. I know I'm heavy crypto. I'm still heavy crypto. If y'all see that Bitcoin went back up to 30K. So see, the person that's like, oh man, I knew I should have bought it. See, if you were part of my circle, you would have known that you should have been buying a long time ago. Even when all this stuff was going on with FTX, with Congress, with Gensler and the SEC, don't matter. All of us that know what's going on has still been buying, even with the price of Bitcoin going down back to 20, 22, 23, 24K. So anyway, y'all ready? Y'all ready to get into this? Right? D say seed, invest in REITs. I'm gonna be honest, I don't participate in as far as the REITs right now. However, okay, I would definitely do things. It's just I have order because I got my financial advisor that's keeping me on track too, y'all. So I'm not just jumping in everything, but you know, my financial advisor is definitely like, okay, Leon, I need you to focus here though. So yeah, and then my dog is in my seat. Y'all see this? This is real life. That's why I like going live, because you get to see like what's going on in life, not just multiple times recording something and then like, I don't want to use that. And now I give you the finished product. No, you get to see what's happening right now. All right, let's get into it. So 5 tips, y'all, 5 tips. These are the things that I personally did to help me to get in position where now I am an early adopter and the opportunities are coming to me before they're coming to other people like the masses, okay? So this, just in case you all didn't know this, and let me share this real quick. And I got this from my wealth mentor, Jewel Tankard. Early adopters are the ones that make the most money. Why? Because as an early adopter, you take the bigger risk. That's number one. So I want to make sure that this is very clear. Even though I'm going to give you these 5 tips, and I'm going to share some stuff with you, that's the first thing. Early adopters take the biggest risk. Why? Because you're investing in something that has not been bought in by the mass public yet. Once it's bought into the entire public and massive people, millions of people are in it, guess what happens to your return? Your return is diminished, right? So you won't have this great return that you would as a person who gets in the groundbreaking part of it. All right. So that's just something to let you all know. Early adopters do take the biggest risk, which means that you're going to take some L's. These are going to be lessons. So when you do invest, whenever you invest in whatever you invest in, please, please, please only invest what you know, like, hey, listen, this is not going to break the bank for my family. We're not going to be homeless. We're still going to be able to pay our bills. We're still going to be able to vacation like we want, whatever. It's not going to disrupt your life, okay? To a point where you're like, oh my gosh, my entire retirement savings is gone. We're not doing that. Please, I'm telling you, you will be surprised how many times people say this on YouTube and different, social media platforms. They'll tell you this, but you'll be surprised how many people still do it. So please, y'all, stop doing that. Stop putting your retirement account into one investment. That is not wise. That is not investing. That is gambling, because there's strategy behind everything we do as from an investor standpoint. So now that I got that part out the way, y'all, number one, the first tip is know what you want outright. Know what you want. What is it you want out of life? Like, what type of life do you want to live? Honestly, what type of life do you want to live? I got it. I had to learn this for myself. Not everybody wants to be a millionaire. Not everyone wants to be a billionaire. They have their reasons for that. Not my concern. I know what I want, and I have my reasons for wanting that, because I know the more I have, the more I can do, the more people I can help. So if I only look at, hey, I just want to be comfortable, whatever that means, if I look at it like that, that means I'm limiting myself in how many people I can help in the long run, and how many people my family can help in the long run, long after I'm gone. Okay. So I'm not personally putting a limit on myself as to what God is going to bless me with when it comes to finances and resources. I'm saying, God, give it all to me, as long as you're giving me the wisdom and the insight and the team to help me to be able to be a really great steward of that and do what I'm supposed to do with it, whatever that is, which I know what it is. Okay. So that's the first thing, y'all. Know what you want. You will be surprised, or may not, but you will be surprised how many people honestly cannot tell you what they want. If I ask you right now, hey, what do you want? As a matter of fact, what do you want your life to look like in the next 5 years? Majeev, what do you want your life to look like in the next 5 years? D, what do you want your life to look like in the next 5 years? What do you want your life to look like? And then, can you give me specifics? Meaning, hey, I want to be staying here. This is the type of estate or home I want to live in, or I want to have X amount of real estate properties, and these are the locations I want to have them in. This is where I want to vacation. This how many times I want to vacation per year, so on and so forth. Like, if you can give me that type of detail, that means to me, you have your vision. You got your vision, and then you know what you want. Ultimately, the way to become an early adopter is you have to know what you want, because what you don't want to do is, if you're that person that's just going with the wind and I have no idea and I don't plan like that and blah, 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 blah. Listen, I'm going to tell you now, you're going to be more susceptible to scams. Because when you know what you want, y'all, what you're able to do is decipher if now that's not according to what I'm looking to do. I mean, that sounds good, but I'm looking to do these things, and that doesn't sound like that will help me to get to this. That makes sense? So when you know what you want, no one can just feed any old thing to you. You know what I'm saying? They can't dangle, hey, you can make this amount of money doing this, da da da. If it's not in alignment with what you want. And y'all, you're still going to take L's as an early adopter. However, you won't take too many to the point where you just throw in the towel and say, I'm done. And you won't lose so much to the point where you're bankrupt. You see what I'm saying? Because you know what you want, so you have a focus on what you want to do, where you want to be in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, where you want your family to be long after you're gone. If you have that type of vision, then now it will open up doors to you, because the next thing is, number 2 is you're going to go with the flow. You'll be a bit flexible, but stuff is going to make more sense to you. So it's not like, if you don't know what you want, and I'm speaking for personal experience. If you don't know what you want, it's really hard for you to catch signs. Like, oh man, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It's really hard because you have no idea what you want. You're not spiritually connected, y'all. You're not. So when you do know what you want, it's easier for you to flow. And what happens is, you won't look at stuff like, oh man, it's not packaged how I want it. You're going to see it for, well, I mean, I can kind of see how this will work for me because X, Y, and Z. So you'll be less likely to be like, oh, this ain't packaged how I want it, so I'll scratch that. You're a bit more open-minded, but you also catch the signs. You're more likely to catch when someone is saying something directly to you. You know how I know? Because more than likely you've prayed for it, you've been meditating on it, you just wrote it down. You literally just talking about it. Like when I was talking about me and my best friend, we were in a car, we were heading to Austin, and we were having this it wasn't like a debate, like heated, or we were just, going back and forth about gentrification and everything. And so we were talking about real estate, and both of us agreed, like, hey, we really do need to ramp up our portfolio, like really get into real estate, learning the ins and outs, so that way we could take our portfolios to the next level, because both of us have investment properties. And so and that was our way of saying, well, that's how we can contribute to kind of slowing down gentrification in certain areas, because if we are putting our money where our mouth is, boom, y'all, we had that conversation, and the following week I got access to a real estate investment group that's all Black that was starting up. And I was like, this is not a coincidence. I immediately was like, this is not a coincidence. How in the world did this just come to me? And then it's Black owned, Black led, Black started, Black founded, all of that. And I was sitting here like, well, ain't this something? And then they were talking about what me and her were talking about in the car. So immediately, because I know what I want, and then I was like, it may not be exactly what I envisioned, like me having some one-on-one with somebody, and then they're taking me under their wing, because this is what I envision, y'all. Somebody take me under their wing, and they're like, all right, Leona, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to work on your credit. This is how you need to do this. This is what your profile needs to look like. And then you're going to go over here and you're going to do this. And that's what I envisioned. But because it wasn't packaged like that, I was like, well, I mean, that's still what we was talking about, though. So guess what I did? I started inquiring. I started getting on the Zooms. I started listening. You know what I'm saying? Then guess what? Fast forward, my mentor sat here and created a platform that does all of that I envisioned. And I was like, look at God, right? I immediately was like, look at God. But see, that's going with the flow. Don't go against the grain. Don't push back on it. If it comes to you and you were literally just praying about it, talking about it, writing it down, reading about it, whatever it is, that is your sign that you're supposed to move. Whatever the movement looks like, you're supposed to move. Early adopters are very swift in action. They're swift in decision making and they're very swift in action. They execute. Right? They're not like going back and forth or whatever. You go back and forth, you talk yourself out of it. And then guess what? You missed the whole entire opportunity. And then there you go again, back to, damn man, how do I keep missing these opportunities? How do I keep getting in last? And then you ain't even really making that much money now. They were talking about they were making 50% on their investment. And here I am, I'm getting, $100 back. Well, you talked yourself out of it. You were introduced to it how long ago? It came across your screen how long ago? You got the phone call how long ago? How long did you sit on it? Right? How long did you sit on it? So yeah, number 2, go with the flow. Be flexible. Everything is not going to be packaged exactly how you want it to be packaged. If you're talking about it, if you're writing it down, if you're thinking about it, if you're reading it, if you just watched the documentary on it, whatever it is, and then a person contacts you about what you were just saying, I would love to do this, that is your sign. Go with the flow. Number 2, that was number 2. Go with the flow, be flexible. Number 3, preparation. Preparation, y'all, what does that look like? When we're talking about being an early adopter as an investor, every person is prepared. What does that look like though? Like you're sitting here saying, oh, well, I don't make enough money. Well, how do you make more money? Use this. This is your money maker. Use this. You have a job. Okay, cool. Well, if your job is not bringing in enough income to where you have at least an additional $100 to invest, an additional $200, $500, $1,000, $10,000, whatever, okay? If you can't squeeze that out of what you make, then it's time for you to start using this to bring in more cash flow. Use this. What is that thing that a person always come to you about and say, man, I love when Leona, does this. I can count on Leona for this. I always come to Leona for this. I always come to D for this. Right? Use this. This is your money maker. Right? That's your preparation, because these opportunities are constantly going to come to invest. Y'all, right now, I got in the United States, people are sitting here saying, oh man, gas is high, food is high, this is high, that is high, all of these things are high. Right, P Factor? We know that. That's not changing anytime soon. But use this to make some more money, so that way you have the money ready and available. You're prepared. So when the opportunity, the phone call comes and say, hey, Leona, listen, we about to have a private meeting on Zoom with these individuals, and they're talking about this, and the third. You want to get in on it. Absolutely. Now, because I've been using this to make more money, I've been investing in other things. I got I got treasury bills. They about due to pay out. You know what I'm saying? I got my money in the stock market. I can cash out if I need to. I got money in high yield savings accounts, right? One is for investing, okay? So I got money just sitting there. So if I want to invest in something big, boom, I got money in one high yield savings account just so I can invest, one for a vacation fund, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do. But make sure that you are preparing. Y'all, money does not just come to you just freely and effortlessly from you not doing anything at all. You have to do something, which is number 1, know what you want, go with the flow, focus on what it is that you want. And then now you start to do the preparation, make the plans. Okay, so now I know I want to have a 4-unit family home, right? I want a 4-plex by the end of the year. I'm just throwing this out there. So I want a 4-plex by the end of the year. Well, what are the things that I need to do so that way when I go to the bank and ask for a loan, okay, to get this 4-plex so I can get more cash flow with everything else I'm doing from an investor standpoint, What do I need to do so that way I'm in the best possible position to make that happen? And I can get the funding for it. And now I got my fourplex. What is the things that I need to do? Well, if you're sitting here like, man, Leona, I have no idea. Well, see again. So now, what does your circle look like? This is a part of preparation. Who are you listening to? What are you listening to on a daily basis? If the people that you're constantly around are not in that position to help you to move forward as an investor, as an entrepreneur, if that's your circle and you talk to them every single day, I'm telling you, it's going to be very hard for you to move forward and progress, because this is your source of inspiration. This is your knowledge base. This is what you have. You're the sum total of the top 5 people that you talk to on a daily basis. Think about it. Who are the top 5 people? If you were to find out, I heard this some years back. But if you were to find out that former President Trump had a black kid, who are the top 5 people you'll call first? And be like, hey man, you heard Trump got a black kid? Man, that's funny, right? Who's the top 5 people you'll call? I'm telling you now. And then look at what they're doing as a whole. How they think. Do they work out? How do they eat? How do they treat their family? What's their family dynamics like? Do they work a job? What type of employee are they? Do they have dreams and aspirations to become an entrepreneur? Are they taking any steps necessary to become an entrepreneur? Do they invest right now? If they don't invest right now, why not? What are some of the things that they're saying? Take all of that stuff into consideration, y'all. That's part of your preparation. Getting around the people who are doing the work that you are sitting here like, man, this type of work is what's going to help me to get there. I'm here right now, but I want to be over there. That's part of preparation. Who are you listening to? What are you listening to on a daily basis? So that way you can tap into this, your money maker, and make more money. And now you're learning, you're studying more, you're practicing more, you're applying more. And guess what? Eventually you get the results, because this leads me to number 4. Because you have done the work. You're constantly doing the work. So you've done the work and you're steady doing the work at the same time. Now, guess what? You have no choice but at some point to hit your goals when we're talking about becoming an early adopter and being able to get on the phone with someone and they're sharing with you an investment that everybody don't know about yet. And hey, I just want to know, are you in? You want to hear about it? I'm going to get you on Zoom real quick. Give me like 30 minutes. If you want to be in that position where you're getting these, hey, jump on real quick. I ain't trying to hit at you at work. You know what I'm saying? This for people who ready right now. We ready right now. You know what I'm saying? You at work, hey man, sorry, but opportunity is here right now. Let's get it. But that's because you've been doing the work. The work is done. The work is being done. So because you're doing that, it has no choice, y'all. I'm telling you, what I'm sharing with y'all right now is all from personal experience. This ain't something I read. This is not something somebody told me and I regurgitate. This is from personal experience, y'all. Do the work. So you're still preparing for different things at different levels. You're still preparing, but at the same time, you're doing the work. And then as you do the work, this goes to number 5. This is the 5th tip, y'all. Always show gratitude. You may not be at the position where you would like to be with investing, meaning, hey, I want to have $50K that I could drop right now into an investment, and it's not gonna impact me no way or the other. If it goes away, if that's a bad investment, oh well, man, I still got another 50 stacks over here. I still got another 100 that I could put into an investment, right? But show gratitude for what you have right now, because that's going to help you in the long run. The more you are grateful for what you have, the more doors are going to open up to you. So now you can really become that early adopter, and you're getting into investment before the masses know about it. That's where you make the most money. Think about it. If somebody would have sat here and picked up the phone and called you House of Impenzi, if somebody would have picked up the phone and called you and said, hey man, listen, this dude that I know, his name is Jeff Bezos, man, he got this really great idea, and I think that this might be right up your alley. Hey, you want to jump on the Zoom real quick? Or hey, let me put you on a 3-way call with him real quick. He gonna tell you what he's doing, but he's looking for investors, man. You wanna get on that 3-way call real quick? Let me click over. All right, cool. When you do those 5 things, y'all, that's how I'm telling y'all, you can either believe me or not. But what I will say is, you do those 5 things and you do that consistently. You don't force it. It's just natural. It just happens. You do those 5 things. I'm telling you now, you're going to start being like, oh my God, how did I not see this before? Well, now I know how I didn't see this before, right? Stuff is going to just start jumping out to you. Ideas are going to start flowing. People that, you probably wouldn't even thought would assist you in something, you know what I'm saying, to help your business, your brand grow. They're going to start, connecting with you. I'm telling you, this stuff is freaking real, and you could believe me or not. But at the end of the day, that's the reason why I do what I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share 2 more things with y'all. I'm doing 2 things. I'm doing the 90-day health and wealth challenge, and this is for the person who knows what they want. Straight out. Remember the 5 tips to becoming an early adopter. Know what you want. This 90-day health and wealth challenge is for the person who knows what they want. It's just been hard for you to get it because life has been lifing. You know what I'm saying? Life has been lifing, and you need accountability. Because a lot of times when we haven't hit certain goals, it's because we honestly need that tough love. We need that, kick. You know what I'm saying? We need that kick real quick. Like, get in there. Quit playing with me, Malik. You said you want to lose those 10 pounds, Malik. Let's get it. What you doing? Right? What you eating looking like? What you eating on a daily basis? Right? Oh, you still drinking them cold drinks, huh? Okay. Yeah. You still eating them cookies and chips at night. Oh, you sitting in the bed eating, sandwiches at 10 and 11 o'clock at night, huh, Malik? Okay, got you. Well, that's why you lost your 10 pounds. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you said you want to invest, man. Well, so why you not investing? Oh, Leona, because of my credit. All right, so what you doing to fix your credit? You've been saying that you're going to invest in real estate for how long? Why you haven't fixed your credit? Well, because they talking about I got to pay $5,000. I don't know what the cost is. $5,000 to fix my credit. Why you got to pay somebody $5,000 to fix your credit, man? Did you ever ask, hey, do you know anything about you invest in real estate? Like, how did you get into it? Right? Did you do that? No? Okay, well, what we doing? That's the point of the 90-day health and wealth challenge. Is to, number 1, honestly, accountability, because a lot of us, that's what we need. I lost those 16 pounds in 40 days that I had been talking about losing for 2 years prior to that, right? My baby, I won't say my baby weight, but I wanted to get back to my pre-pregnancy weight. So I had been saying what I wanted to do, but I hadn't really done anything because I allowed myself to just keep picking up them double stuffed Oreos and white cheddar popcorn and honey buns and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would go work out here and there, but I wasn't consistent. None of that. And then wondering why I'm still sitting here at 170 some odd pounds. You know what I'm saying? Come on. What you expect, Leona? That's why you at 176. That's what it was. That's why. So when I did the challenge, and I was like, well, let me just ask some people if they'll do it with me. Because I think maybe if I have people that I tell my goals to, they'll hold me accountable. And now I got to do it. Right, Clay? Like if I tell somebody, hey, I'm gonna do this, now I gotta do it. So they're gonna hold me accountable, and it's more likely for me to get it done. So guess what happened? I lost that 16 pounds. I got back down to my pre-pregnancy weight. Why? Because I had that accountability. Every week we on Zoom, and we talking about some of the challenges we face with, because I was doing a 40-day liquid fast. So for the first part of the 90-day health and wealth challenge in the first quarter, I was doing a 40-day liquid fast, meaning anything I ate, it had to be liquefied. No fast food, no sweets, like no junk, no cookies, none of that. Nope. 40 days liquid fast. I lost my 16 pounds. Now I'm still maintaining that weight long after the 90-day health and wealth challenge was over. Then on top of that, there were other people like myself. We were like, we want to get into that point where we are investing more. Like we're investing, but you know how you just know, like I could do more. There's more out there. I just don't know how to get to it. Guess what? When we did that health and wealth challenge the first quarter, talk about stuff just coming. Yeah. The stuff that I was getting from my wealth mentor and from other people, it was crazy. And that's how it is right now. It's still just coming. But we get to share those things. We get to share the different investment opportunities. We get to share different business ideas for people who are looking to get into business. You know, whatever they're really good at, we get to help them. I can connect you to people who are really great with taxes or a tax strategist. So when you do decide that, hey, I do want to create a business, now you can get with that tax strategist and formulate a plan on how you want to be able to use your business when it comes to taxes. Do you want to save more on taxes, or are you looking to be able to have a certain amount of money reflected, so that way you have a bigger line of credit that you can take out, you know, in the long run for whatever commercial real estate, you know, residential real estate, whatever, right? So all of these things you're getting access to different people, multimillionaires, their strategies, you know, but you get access to them directly. And then of course their strategies. You get access to the community. You get documents that help you to track your stuff, right? But the biggest piece, y'all, honestly, is accountability. So if you're that person that know what you want, the 90-day health and wealth challenge, honestly, will be more so for you. You can click the link that you see, YouTube. You can click that link in the description box. Facebook, Instagram, of course, click the link in my bio. And then if you say, well, I really don't know what I want, Leona, but I do know that, like, I just need to do something different. I have no idea, like, I've been doing these things for the past 5 years, 10 years, and they are not working. And I have no idea, like, what to do. The 7-day health and wealth challenge will be more so for you. Number one, it's free, so you don't have to pay for it. And then number two, it gives you things to do every single day of that 7 days. And on top of that, y'all, with that 7-day checklist for that health and wealth challenge, what you're doing is you're going along with those 4 pillars that we're going to be focused on for the 90-day health and wealth challenge, which is your spiritual fitness, your mental and emotional fitness, your physical fitness, meaning exercising, nutritional, items and whatnot, and then also your financial fitness. And y'all, it's not just me talking. I have already sat here and I've picked up the phone. I've DM'd people that I know are really, really great in these areas, to have them come on and bring their insight, their expertise, and to give you a couple of, tips, pillars, so on and so forth, that will help you to be very successful in those 4 areas that we're talking about. You get that with the 7-day as well, just not the access to those people, but you get things to do, tasks. You actually have a checklist, like do this, all on day 1. And then, did I complete it? Yes or no? Then on top of that, for those people who are still like, I don't know, what I really want, I just know I need to do something different. Doing that 7-day health and wealth challenge, the free version, And with that checklist, you're going to get an email from me every single day with a video message explaining to you like why I said do these tasks, what are the potential benefits from you doing those tasks, as well as you getting different documents and stuff that'll help you to be successful. And at least after that 7 days, you should see some type of change, and you're building a foundation to change your life so you can have a healthier and wealthier lifestyle, right? So with that being said, I really hope that this helps somebody out there, whoever it is. If you know what you want, go right now, do the 90-day health and wealth challenge. Don't think about it, just do it. Remember what I said, early adopters, okay? Early adopters do these 5 things. They know what they want. They go with the flow and they're flexible. When something comes to them, especially after they've been praying about it, talking about it, reading about it, whatever, they automatically know like, ooh, this is my opportunity, okay? So they go with the flow, they're flexible. They prepare. We're always in preparation mode. We're always planning. We're always doing things, you know what I'm saying? We're working stuff out. We're building on relationships. We're strengthening certain relationships. We're doing what we need to do because we want to make sure that number 4, we consistently doing the work. We're doing the work because when that time comes, we get the results we want. Now we can know how we got to that point. And then number 5, the 5th thing that early adopters do is show gratitude. We're grateful for everything. Everything we experience, whether it's a character building moment, day, week, month, year, doesn't matter. We look at it like, okay, well, thank you, God, for this. Because what am I supposed to learn, though? Help me to see what I'm supposed to learn from this situation. And then you learn your lesson and you keep pushing. Right? And guess what? You get ready for the overflow. So if this helped you, y'all, please do me a favor. Share the video, like the video, comment on the video, and let me know what you got from this. And especially if you have been moved, like I need to do something different right now, pick which one you want to do. 7 days, that is free, or 90 days because you already know what you want. You just need that accountability. And you know, hey, listen, this 90-day challenge is going to help me to get there. Y'all, when you do 90 days of life-altering stuff, like you're transforming your life, 90 days, I'm telling you now, it's very hard. And I'm speaking from personal experience. It's very hard for you to go back to doing what you were doing before. And I'm talking about like just scratch everything we did for the past 90 days and go back to doing what you were doing before. Why? Because of the results that you get during that 90 days. You're going to love how you feel. You're going to love how you look. You're going to love how you're thinking, the type of conversations you're having, but you're going to love overall the results. So it will be very hard for you to go back to not getting the results you wanted because you have gotten used to getting these results and you haven't been getting them. All right. So I hope this helped y'all. Those are my 5 tips to becoming an early adopter in investing and as an investor. And that applies to being an entrepreneur as well, y'all. So I hope you got something from it. I want to wish you all a wonderful and safe weekend. Be careful out here in these streets with these people because there's some folks out here, they just don't care. So please, y'all, be careful, be vigilant, but also stay prayed up and believe that what you have is for you. Whatever is for you is for you. Okay? Nobody can stop that. Doesn't matter who it is. No matter what they have, no one can block what is for you. So click those links in the video, YouTube, in the bio, Instagram, Facebook. And that is it. I'm going to leave you all my favorite quote. And that's from the legend. His name is Arthur Ashe. And he says to start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.